Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I want to share a backend sneak peek of my own chatbot, as a few users requested this. How did I set up my own chatbot instead of always showing different kinds of templates? So today I want to share a little bit of the various stages that my chatbot went through. Currently I'm working on 3.0 and it's almost finished. But if we take a look first at the stages and evolving of the chatbot itself. So if we just skip the two folders with 2.0 and 3.0, right? Then you will see that we have a total of, let's say, 10, 11, and 9, 20, and 14, 34 different kinds of flows, as you can see here. Then in Chatbot 2.0, so version 2, basically I was able to reduce this by 13 nodes or 13 flows, where you will see that I have a total of 21 different flows. And now I'm almost completing my Chatbot version 3, which only contains 8 flows. And for now, at least, it has the exact same functionality as all the other versions, but more compact and by using AI. So that shows that if you effectively know how to use AI inside of your own chatbot builds, you are able to create really condensed setups that are just as advanced, but you are just able to reduce the number of nodes and flows that you need. If we are taking a look, right, so I can also turn on this label, recently new feature inside of UChat, and you can see that I only have 8 flows. So if we're taking a look here, then you will see that it's not much, right? But all lies in the power of the intent selector. So if we're going to take a look there, I also recorded a separate video on the intent selector, and it should pop up anywhere above me or to the right at least. So you can look at that specific section as well, but this allows me to merge different kinds of flows into one flow. So for example, if we take a look at the intent selector and the chat completion for this, you will see that the intent selector has 2 parameter payloads now instead of just 1. And the first one is being used in the next flow, the next stage. And the second one, so the automation parameter, is being used in this flow to determine what is the main topic of the user's question or the user input and where does the user need to go. This will allow me to have various stages and various topics merged together under a single one, and then be able to divide them into the next flow where I send them to. And I will show you that shortly, of course. But if we're going to take a look again, if you want to know more about the intent selector, then the video should pop up above, and otherwise I will also have it inside the video description as well. Here lies the power. So for example, customer service, right? If we're going to take a look, go to subflow, you will see that although it does not contain many nodes, a lot is happening here. So if the user, for example, just engages in small talk like, hey, how are you? I have a question, can you help me? Or just want to talk about general topics, right? Then small talk will be enabled. And then from here, you will be able to engage in a small talk conversation. Really easy. And again, the prompt itself is not that big. Try to keep it minimized at all times, and the Mini model is good for conversational reply, right? So here you will be able to set up, you can pause the video. I'm not going to touch too much into this, just want to show a little bit about how I set it all up. And again, you can pause the video if you want to see a little bit more. But in every single system message, you will have a persona. You have a role for that persona. You most likely will have a conversational flow, and it means that the AI needs to follow a certain order inside the conversation in order to come to a correct reply, and also according to the user stage within that conversation, right? And then last but not least, we also have some guidelines for responses. I put them all inside of bot field, so it's easy for me to just go to the bot field section and adjust them if needed. And also for me, easy to reuse. So if I use the exact same guidelines anywhere else, I'm just going to the bot field section to adjust them if I don't like the responses. Then you will also have the prompt itself, the chat history, of course, always important to keep notice of that. I'm keeping the max tokens low for the small talk feature because it's not really needed. And then the rest is pretty standard for a setup wise. Then the next stage will be, as you can see here, does the user need to see the main menu? If yes, we're first going to check, is it a CMA member? So that CMA is my own membership. If you might know, a link towards the membership is also inside the video description if you're curious and want to learn more. But the CMA stands for Chatbot Marketing Accelerator. So if they have a tag, then I'm going to show this menu, and it's generated inside of this basically this prompt. And if we're going to take a look, you can see it's all inside of bot fields, right? Again, I don't go too much into detail, but you can again see the structure. So we have the persona, we have the role, the conversational flow, and we also have the guidelines for responses. If the user is not a CMA member, they will get to see a standard menu, and that is visible from this specific direction, right? So that is the way that this is set up. Then the next part will be, as you can see here, customer support section. So if we scroll all the way down, you'll see that we have a customer generate support replies, right? And that is how this is set up. So if the user wants to reach out to me, they can do so, and then we will have some capturing of details, and then I will get a notification as well. As you can see, I'm sending myself a Slack notification as I have the app on my mobile as well, and I will be able to connect with the user there just as easily. So as you can see, although really few nodes, this allows me to set up one main topic, which is customer service, and merge the flows like small talk, then main menu and customer support into one single flow. And again, using AI, I'm able to reduce the number of nodes drastically. So where I previously in version 1, for example, needed 3 to 5 different kinds of flows, now I'm able to condense that into one single flow by using AI as well, because as we take a look with small talk, we just engage, loop around inside of one chat completion and have complete conversation with the user. Same basically goes here for the main menu items. If the user is asking any other questions, if it can, it will basically respond, and if not, it will forward towards the next step. And for customer support, we are also, of course, just, if it will allow me, if we will also loop around, right? Capturing the details. As soon as the details has been captured, then we are going to map all the basic details from the user's issue or the question, and then I will get notified really easily. So that's how this is working. Then the next step, for example, if we're going to take a look back at the intent selector, then you will see that we have another topic called membership. So for people who are part of my membership, a separate section for that. And if we open that up, again, really condensed, but it contains all the information of my membership. So I'm allowing users first by checking if they are an actual member inside the chatbot itself. They should have a specific tag. If they want to download a template and it's captured as such, then this entire setup will check, okay, which platform do you want to have the template downloaded for, what is the template name, and then it will auto fetch it from the database and then generate a one-time link and send it towards the user. So that's part 1 of the membership. Then the second part is basically this part. So whenever a user asks any question about the LMS that I'm using, workshops, apps, or coaching, you can see that all right here, then basically chat completions will be generated with only that specific information, as you can see here, just information about the LMS itself. And then here I have workshop information about the workshop itself. And then from here, it will go towards this specific section where it outputs the generated AI reply. Again, really structured, just a few notes, but it answers any question about the membership, as well as the fact that it can basically download any kind of template for the user directly inside the chatbot. So you don't have to send them towards the LMS every single time, although the access is there as well. This allows them to basically converse with the chatbot and get the template at the same time. If we go back again, then we have another step, and the next step will be the YouTube setup. So inside my chatbot, I get a lot of questions asking if I might have some guidance on specific topics regarding chatbots or similar. So what I've done, and this is actually completed yesterday, is I have a section called tutorials, and inside, basically, whenever a tutorial is being asked, right? So a certain topic for a certain guidance, then I created a mini app inside of UChat to fetch all of my videos from my YouTube channel. Then I have a chat completion that goes into detail, as you can see here. The user has a question or request about a tutorial video or topic. You are to analyze the below available videos based on title, conversational flow, and guidelines to reply correctly towards the user. Then available videos are fetched from the previous action. So the mini app that fetches all the videos along with their URLs. And then this prompt is making sure that it matches the correct video and then outputs that video towards the user. Really cool. And within just 2 notes, I'm able to fetch any kind of video about any kind of topic instead of setting up multiple chat completions like I did in version 2. This is a really cool setup. I'm not completely done, because if people are asking to subscribe or want to give them an incentive to subscribe, then that needs to be added. As mentioned, I'm almost done with version 3, not completely, but this is the most cool setup, I think, with just 2 nodes, being able to guide the user any way I like to. Then the last part will be, if we take a look at the intent selector again, to go towards leads. And inside the lead section, I will have several different kinds of sections. I'm working on the freebie section right now, so let's be a lead magnet. And soon as they want to capture the lead magnet, they can do so. But I will also have all the follow-up flows belonging to this. So if they capture the lead magnet and are not a member yet, they will get basically a hybrid follow-up campaign regarding messages as well as emails, right? In order to be able to hopefully close them inside the Chatbot Marketing Accelerator membership, and those follow-up campaigns, those follow-up messages are to provide real value towards the user, and also in a personalized way, right? So that is also the way to conversion. The more you personalize and guide the user towards the path that they are interested in, the higher the conversion rate will be as well. So this is the main chatbot that I'm setting up now, version 3. If you have any questions about this, do let me know, but you can see how effective this already is. Just having 8 flows, having several merged automations within the main topics, so within the main flows, and still be able to reduce all the nodes. And I think in general, I will not cross the 250 nodes. So it's pretty insane to be able to claim that you have an entire chatbot working for both CMA as non-CMA members, and also have a lead and follow-up campaign all integrated within these 8 flows. So again, if you have any questions, do let me know, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. For now, have a great day, take care, and talk soon.